Let's pretend for a moment that you are an award-winning author and you have the ability to creatively write any ending to a story of your choice. Does it end with a fairy tale type ending? Does it end perhaps more abruptly? Or does it end stupefying your audience with mystery, intrigue, shrouded in a cloud of controversy? As the author, you have creative license to end your story in a manner you choose, hoping it will ultimately become a bestseller, critically acclaimed, widely received and praised by the critics. One could only hope. Nonetheless, let's redirect that energy and change focus to where the ending is all about you and your life. Interesting, huh? Yes? So how would you write the ending of your story? Would it end in victory, defeat, or something in between? There's plenty of time to get into it, so don't be a stranger. First, let's take a deep breath. Exhale and think about how does your story end? Okay, so you may not be an award-winning author or novelist, but that doesn't really matter because all it takes is some imagination and a pinch of inspiration. So has your life gone the way you've planned? If not, it's never too late to write in a new scene where all of a sudden you go from rags to riches. Or you get swept off your feet by the person of your dreams. And everything becomes as Robin Leech would say.
Champagne wishes and caviar dreams.
While it's always great to think of things in those terms, let's refocus for a moment on the here and now. So, maybe your life hasn't worked out according to plan. That's okay. Like we said before, there is always time to self-evaluate, self-correct, and take action. If you could do something differently, what would that be? What would you do to change your trajectory, enhanced results, improved standing? Seems as though it may be time for some greater contemplation. For some, that might come easy. For others, perhaps a bit more difficult. Nevertheless, let's throw out another thought that would change everything instantly. Your whole way of thinking and approach to life. I bet we have your attention. I bet you can't wait for the big reveal. Before we get to that, let's break away for a split second to thank you for your continued support. We love the BYB community and we're so glad you're a part of our daily journey. They say, people don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. Let us never take for granted our loyal supporters and express right now how much we care for you. That said, let's get on to the big reveal. Let's roll up our sleeves because you'll want to get your hands dirty after listening to this. You may not have received the memo, but the simple truth is your story ends in victory. Let us not be shy. And for those of you who may be a little hard of hearing, we will repeat this one more time for our friends with hearing aids. Your story ends in victory. So you might be thinking, how is this possible? They don't know me. They don't know my struggles. They don't know my medical report, my financial challenges, or the conflict I have with just about everyone in my life. How in the name of goodness can they tell me my life ends in victory? Please explain this to me. Your point is extremely valid. Yes, there are many like you facing similar challenges, perhaps even more dire. The good news, however, despite everything you have been through, your story still ends in victory. All our stories end in victory. If you believe as a follower of Christ, our lives end in victory. Congratulations! You have won. You are a winner. You made it to the finish line with your arms raised in victory. For today and every day forward, you will be recognized as a winner. This is of course true in the fact that Jesus has defeated sin and death. So, if your life ends in unanimous victory, why are you choosing to live today in defeat? Let's look at it in perhaps another relevant way. You are a dire fan of a sports team. the biggest game of the year is looming. Your adrenaline is pumping. Your heart is in your throat. You live and die with every twist and turn of the game. One moment it seems as if victory is imminent, and the next, you couldn't be any closer to paying out a debt that you thought was easy money. Let's take it a step further. Let's say you missed the entire game, but being the super sports fan you are, you have it on DVR and are going to watch it soon as time permits. As you sit down to watch the game unfold, you see that your team climbs into an early deficit and it would take a surefire miracle for them to come back. However, now that you already know your team wins, there is no stress, no tension, no worry, no fear, no sense of anything negative. Why? Because you know the final outcome. So, there is no real difference. Since your life ends in victory through the price that Jesus has paid, your ticket to paradise has been pre-punched. Congratulations! I bet you didn't realize you won the Mega Millions. So, in the same way, just as you knew the final outcome to the sports game and didn't freak, we know through all accounting in the Bible that Jesus has won, which means we have won. Since this is already established, why would you ever walk around living defeated? Instead, walk around all day long saying, I am victorious and my story ends just as it began, in victory. Now, be the best award-winning author you can be and fill in the rest of the chapter with amazing stories of triumph, supporting the best ending anyone could ever hope to achieve. Victory. We sure hope you enjoyed this video. It was a real thrill to bring this inspirational topic to you today. If you have a friend that would benefit from this message, please be an instrument of hope and share it with them. At Bring Your Best, we are always trying to bring out the very best in you.